Working Man Investor. Today's video, why do people look richer than you? So if you're one of the ones on the grind, saving your money, buying assets every month, whatever it is, even if it's 50 bucks a month into an ETF, trying to build for a future and are frustrated because you're living day by day, scraping by, and you look around, you see a lot of people with nicer cars than you, nicer stuff than you, you're probably thinking what you're doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually on the right path. You're just in the very beginning. The very beginning is the hardest. That first 5 years, it takes a good decade to really start building wealth and seeing a difference. That first couple of years is really hard. Your friends are going on vacations, they're buying nice cars, and you're just grinding. You're driving the same car. You're buying a used car. You're not buying a new car. You're just making financial sacrifices. It's really hard. So I have some statistics here I want to go over and explain and maybe help you understand of where you're at and how you're not doing worse than the people that have nicer things than you. You're actually probably, in 75% of the cases, you're doing a lot better and you're on a better path. And if you stay on this path, you're going to be able to buy all these nice things that your friends and family have now, only you're going to actually be able to afford it. And you're going to be able to buy it with the money generated from your assets, not from your 9-to-5 job like they're doing, and not from their credit cards and building up bad debt like they are. 25% of Americans have less than $1,000 in a savings account, and more than half of Americans have less than $5,000. Think about that. 25% have less than $1,000 in a savings account, and more than half of Americans have less than $5,000. The majority of people walking around with the Louis Vuitton bags and the Gucci watches and the designer clothes are one lost job away from disaster, from being homeless, for trying to sell all that stuff just to make ends meet and pay their bills. That's the majority of people. The average millennial has $4,000 in credit card debt. Gen Z is in the worst shape. They have $7,100 in credit card debt, and boomers have over $6,000 in credit card debt. So if you have no credit card debt or very little credit card debt, you're probably in the upper 25% of this country in wealth, and you've got a great base built for building wealth because you don't have a lot of bad debt. Most people who buy designer clothes and luxury goods, they're in the lower to the middle class. More than 80% of all new car purchases are financed with an average debt of $742 a month. Think about that. All the people who are buying these Gucci and this Louis Vuitton are in the lower to middle class. They're not the wealthy. They're not the people on TV, although they probably have it, but the average wealthy person or very well-off person, upper middle class people in this country aren't buying that. It wasn't until a couple of years ago I even knew what Louis Vuitton was. I had no idea. My wife just said that she wanted that for Christmas, and we're in a situation to where I just was able to buy it for her. But to a few years ago, I didn't even know what that was. So you're not struggling, you're not doing as bad if you're focusing on yourself, if you're investing in yourself, if you're reading financial books, if you're staying out of debt, if you're picking up a side hustle, a second job, watching YouTube channels. You are on a great path. So what I want you to take from this video is I don't want you to get down looking at all the materialistic things that other people have. Most people that have a lot of materialistic things don't have any wealth, they just have nice things. So you want to just stay on the path that you're on, educating yourself, investing in yourself, investing in stock markets, going to real estate investor meetups, becoming an expert in something. If you're looking for like the side hustle, just become an expert in something that you really like. As long as it has a market, it has the potential to make you money. So I'll give you an example. Say you really like baseball cards or just trading cards in general. Is there a market for that? Meaning, are there people that would be interested in buying and selling you cards? Absolutely, there's a market for it. So if you become an expert in it, now you've developed a side hustle that can increase your income more. that can allow you to accelerate your asset purchases, which accelerates your wealth building, which gets you to the point where now you can get to the point where you're able to pay for really nice vacations. You're able to pay for your kids' college. You're able to, most important thing to me, you're able to go into work one day, have your employer call you in the office and tell you, I'm sorry they had to let you go. And you're not one of those people sitting in the parking lot crying because you have not wasted your money. You've put into assets. To me, that's worth its weight in gold. So you can walk in the door after losing your job, tell your spouse that you lost your job, and he or she looks at you and says, we got this. Not we'll figure it out. Everybody says, oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's a nice attitude. At least you and your spouse are sticking together. But you want to be in a position to where you say, we got this. And you do that by networking, by educating yourself, and not buying the luxury items before it's time. It's tough. It takes a good decade to build wealth, and that first 5 years is really rough, but it is worth it. Trust me, I'm in about year 7 now of that decade, and I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor and my hard work paying off. It was worth every sacrifice my wife and I made. I sleep so much better at night, and I'm just a working man investor. I still need my W-2 job, but if I lost my job Monday when I go to work, not the end of the world. I got it. That's where you want to get. You don't want to be like most of these Americans really struggling. If you are really struggling and you are in credit card debt, I want you to think about what you can do to get out of that debt. First step is to educate yourself, which you're clearly doing if you're on my channel. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's understandable. Think about your next step. If you can't see where you're going to be a week from now, a year from now, a month from now, that's fine. What's your next step? Your next step could be just get out of bed, go to work tomorrow, and be thankful that you have a job. So instead of saying, I don't want to go to work, say, I get to go to work. So you want to just start little steps. Then when you're at work, what can you do? Well, start looking around for what you can do at work to make you more money. Come home, look at your bills. Say you got multiple credit card debts, but you have one that's $250. Think, what can I do this month to pay off that credit card debt? That's step forward. Just step forward. You have to keep moving forward, and you have to start small. Just one step at a time. You see what your step, decide what your next step is, and be proud. If you've got $10,000 in credit card debt and you pay off one credit card that has $250 on it, and that's your lowest one, and you don't charge it up again, you close that credit card out, be proud of yourself. That is a huge leap forward. You're moving in the right direction now. And check your mindset. Mindset is everything. Not, I hope I can get out of debt. I will get out of debt. I will have an emergency fund. I will have assets. I will set a great example for my children on financial independence. I will do that. I will be in a financial situation to where if my spouse is in trouble, I can help the family. I can fill in. If my mom or dad need help, I got them because they had me as a kid. These are all mindset, and these are all mentality, and it really starts on investing in yourself, focusing on yourself, not worrying about what other people have that you don't have, that you would like to have one day. When you are able to buy the things you want today, tomorrow, with the assets you built today, it is going to feel so much better than these people that are broke and they know in their heart they shouldn't be buying that as designer clothes, but they do it anyways because they want the quick feel good. But a month later, when their bills are coming in, they feel terrible. And what they bought isn't an asset, it's a liability. Yeah, you can resell a Louis Vuitton purse. You could probably walk into any pawn shop and get cash for it, but you're going to lose money on it. You're not going to get what you paid for it. It's not an asset. It's not going to appreciate. It's not going to cash flow for you every month. So that's what I wanted to do. Focus on your mindset today. I want you to focus on what the first step you need to take forward and do it starting today or tomorrow. I want you to change your mindset from I don't want to go to work. I know going to work is tough. There's days where I don't want to, but I always tell myself I get to go to work today. And every time I swipe in the gate to go to work, I'm thankful that I have my job. So the only way to do this is through 10 years of grinding. You can do it. I've I'm in the process of doing it, and trust me when I say I'm no smarter than any of you guys watching this video. I'm just like you, and a lot of you are a lot smarter than me. That's what I got for you today. Working man investor. Keep grinding, people.